let's talk about Nick Fuentes a little bit. You know, there's some things that I agree with what he says, but I don't trust him. I think he's a grifter. I think he says whatever he has to say to get money, get clout. So I guess there's a viral clip of him talking shit on people who work for a living, you know, like me. Yeah, it sucks, man. Nobody likes to commute. I don't want to commute an hour to work. No, but Nick, you're never going to see this, but not all of us just get like our grandma passes away and hands down her house to us. Not everyone comes from a privileged position like you do. Like, seriously, people like this are cringe as fuck. You like these streamers that make money that rely on other men to fund their life because they can't go out and do it themselves. Seriously, you rely on other men to fund your life. You're like a woman. You're like an OnlyFans woman. That's what you are. You're no different. You exploit yourself. You say whatever you have to say. Edgy. And it's kind of funny how the fact that you all of a sudden got all this popular. You were popular before, but you got all this traction this last year to try. It kind of seems, and you've been hammering Trump all the time, which I'm not going to sit here to defend Trump. I'm just saying it's kind of suspicious that what else do we have? What else do we have? It's not like you're out here running for office, which you could be. No, you sit behind a camera and you bitch and complain and you don't do shit. You don't bring anybody else up. You just like, I'm a rock star now. That's basically what you are. You've never even worked a real job. And you're out here talking shit on people, talking shit because they're poor. Like, fuck you, dude. Go fuck yourself, man. All those poor people keep your ass alive. We keep society moving. We keep the infrastructure going forward. And your ass just gets to sit up and have your little TV show, talk all this shit. You have like no real world experience. I'm not going to hate on you for being a virgin. I'm not going to do that. I think that's easy. And I understand it's complicated, but because you're a well-known figure, so you don't know who to trust. But who the fuck are you to talk shit about anybody having kids later on in life when you're in the same boat? Like, you're such a fucking hypocrite. Such a contradictory hypocrite. You know, what? You said that, I don't know, this is in 2023. You said that when you're 30 and you want a 16-year-old wife, and then like you backpedaled on the Steven Crowder show, saying that you think that the consenting age should be 25. Whatever, dude. You're a fucking fraud, man. The only reason that you backpedal is because the backlash. That's it. You're a fucking dumbass. You're a dumb fuck. Yeah, you know big words and you can debate really fucking well. That's what you do. You have plenty of experience. You speak really well. You got good charisma. But you're a fucking shitty ass leader, dude. You do a lot of fucking yapping, but you don't do shit. So let's talk about your father. You know, I'm sitting there on Grok asking, hey, what about, let me ask about your family, since you're a quarter Mexican, like you say. So you're supposed to be a white nationalist, or you push white nationalist rhetoric, which people have called you out repeatedly, when you are yourself not even fully white. You sit here and praise Hitler, which some of the things I agree with, but to act like he's an awesome person when Hitler would have looked at you and called you a mongrel to your face if he lived right now. That's how he would look at you, because of your Mexican heritage. So I asked Grok, and it's really hard to find information on your parents. I'm not trying to dox you or anything like that, which I wasn't trying to find any information, but I wanted to know a little bit about your fucking family history. So apparently your mom is 100% European, like white, Caucasian. And your dad is supposed to be half Mexican, okay? Now, I asked Grok, was his dad born here in America? And Grok told me that his dad is an immigrant. Now, since there isn't much details about his family, what they do for a living, Grok basically said his dad sounds like he could be blue collar because he, did maintenance on his little podcast studio or whatever. We don't know what his dad does for a living. I'm going to say that his dad probably makes pretty good money. But it sounds like he has a little bit of understanding about how to use tools. Something that Nick probably doesn't know. Do you have a driver's license, dude? Do you even drive a car? You talk shit about people like me trying to fucking survive, trying to provide for our families. Do you know how to change a tire? Can you even pump? Do you even know how to pump gas in your fucking vehicle? Do you even have a vehicle? Congratulations, you finally moved out of your parents' house. That's cool. I'm not gonna hate that. It took long enough for you to be independent. I'm not going to, because it took a little bit of time for me too. You look at people like Kanye West, who made a song basically praising Hitler, and I don't know if this is misinformation. I don't know what to believe off the internet anymore, but on Twitter it's floating around that Kanye West has made an apology to basically the Jews and said that he's bipolar and everything like that. So I thought this last year, it is quite possible, since he always talks shit about the Jews, and I'm not defending them or anything like that, but I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there that, are you being paid off? Are you being paid off by Soros to push out, because you have influence now? Are you being paid off? I don't trust any of you motherfuckers. But, we don't have much information on your father. I'm going to go ahead and assume that your dad was born here in America. Even though Grok said that Wikipedia and other sources, whatever, I don't really look at Wikipedia as a reliable source. I guess Grok said Axios and a couple other sources. I don't know that. His dad was born in Mexico, and his dad is an immigrant. So that's what Grok is saying. And if that is possible, do we know if his dad is even can I talk? Do we even know if his dad is a legal immigrant? Does he have documents? If that is true, we don't know. I'm assuming his dad was born here in America. And I'm assuming if his dad was born in Mexico, that he came here legally. That's what I'm assuming. So I'm not saying his dad is an illegal immigrant. I'm just putting it out there. We don't know because we don't have a lot of information. So it's kind of funny how he sits there and talks shit about immigration, which I agree with a lot of his stances on immigration. I think that at this point, it pretty much needs to be toned down until we get our own country in order. But if we're going to bring people over, my opinion is it needs to be young women who want to be wives and mothers, who are feminine, who aren't tatted up, who have more of a conservative ideology. I don't care about race. You know, he sits here and I don't know. This is what Grok was saying, so it wouldn't surprise me, like talking about race traitor, about people being with other when his dad is fucking Mexican. So you're talking shit about your mom. What is your mom? Is your mom a race traitor? Oh no, because he was half Mexican. So your mom is a race traitor. So like if you're out here saying, you know, anybody that's not 100% white, when you're not yourself, you're a fucking hypocrite. And you're talking shit about your own mom. See, this is what I'm talking about with these people. You can't trust any of them. They say whatever they have to say to get clicks and views. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I think that people are tired of them. I think, you know, when we look at CNN or Fox News or MSNBC, and we think like, oh, they basically are tabloids. They tell half-truths. They tell the truth when it fits the narrative, but they don't tell you everything and take things out of context. And that's how I look at these people. That's how I look at people like, you know, I like Tim Pool, but I'm looking, dude. You look at Candace Owens, like, dude, all these people are grifters, man. They're supposed to be conservative. They're supposed to be trad wives. Somebody that's trending right now is Caitlyn Bennett. Why didn't she take her husband's last name? Did he take her last name? Why is she out here in a field? She should be at home taking care of her kids. Oh, I do it Monday through Friday. You're a feminist. Candace Owens, you should be taking care of your kids, but you're out here trying to get clout, trying to get views, trying to get money. Go fuck yourself. You're saying like the most ridiculous stuff. Like, and that's what the internet basically is. There's no authenticity no more. There's no telling the truth. It's just people saying whatever they have to say to get views and clicks and go viral for the day. That's all they're basically doing. I don't trust any of these motherfuckers. And Nick might be legit. You know, I seen him on stream. I didn't watch the stream or nothing. Perhaps he was just debating with Destiny, but like he was seemed like they were like pretty damn friendly for adversaries. And I look at all these people. I'm like, all these people are supposed to be against each other. All of these politicians. You look at Laura Boebert. You know, she left her husband for a Democrat. Like, they're all fucking fake, dude. All of them. I seen a video of Ilhan Omar supposedly got attacked. She got something sprayed on her. And I seen other videos of she gave like a nod, or basically before the guy stood up and sprayed her. And the way she acted all tough. It's like, if that really happened, if that was like legit, like somebody did that without it being staged, there's no way she's gonna act all tough. Like, I'm gonna do something. No, she's trying to put on a performance for everybody. That's what these people do. They put on a performance. And they piss me off. Because some of them, I'm like, I try to believe I agree with what they said. I thought they were genuine people. know who the fuck to believe. Who the fuck? I don't know who the fuck to believe. I don't. And, you know, Nick, you want to talk shit? You want to talk shit about people like me who are hardworking people? Who keep the infrastructure moving forward so you can eat? So you have power to your house, to your podcast, for your video games? Talk shit on us, motherfucker. Yeah, we don't like we don't like commuting. We don't like it. But we're not little bitches either. You're a fucking bitch. You're a fucking pussy. What are you, like 130 pounds? You can't even defend yourself. What are you, like 5'8", 130 pounds? The only thing you can do is talk shit. You're not even out here running for anything. You sit here and bitch and complain, and you can actually do something. You can actually run for Congress and make a difference, but you don't. No, you just want to sit here and bitch and complain. Fuck you, dude. Such a fucking fraud. How about, you know, people like this pisses me off. It's like, hey, life, that person right there needs to be humble. Why you keep fucking with me, though? What is with this? This person puts people down like me because I have to go to work. We didn't all come from luxury like you, dude. We didn't have our parents paying for our college, which you dropped out, which I get it. So you dropped out of college, and I guess you went back and got your associates, and you're telling people to go to college, knowing damn well that that's an indoctrination center. Some of this advice, these people are just, hey, if somebody came to me for advice and asked me should they go to college or not, first thing I'm going to ask, are you taking out student loan debt? Oh, you're taking out student loan debt? I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't. These, you know, here's something else. And I'm gonna rail on these fucking boomers, on these right-wing boomers who say that a fast food job it was meant to be for college kids to pay off their college tuition. Like, dude, we don't live in the 1960s anymore, okay? These are huge corporations that that use the government to subsidize their workers. This is a legit job. Look at our economy. It's basically a service-based economy. We make some stuff. What is it, like 80% service-based economy? That's what we are. And you're going to say that, like, oh, cashiers who work 40 hours a week. 40 hours a week shouldn't be paid. They should be homeless. That's what you're basically saying. Or they should have to work 2 fucking fast food jobs to put a roof over their head because they don't want to pay them enough to survive. If they can't pay you enough to survive, then that job and that company shouldn't exist. You should be paid a livable wage. It is a real job. The last time I checked, they're open from like 5 in the morning until usually like 10, 12, something like that. Some of these places are open 24/7. High school kids are going to work at these places all night, or when they're supposed to be at school. It's a real fucking job that people need to get paid properly, okay? And then they say, oh, you should get skills. Like, yeah, how are you supposed to get skills if you're spending all your time, all your waking hours working to provide for yourself? How are you supposed to go to school? How are you supposed to get skills doing something else? You know what I mean? Like, these people don't have any type of concept of time and understanding. Like, they think that we live in the 70s, like when they were a kid or something. I know how it is to be out here grinding. And I feel bad for the youth because they're fucked. That's why I say, hey, maybe we should do a fucking reset like the New World Order was talking about. But my reset is, hey, you can only have $500,000 in assets. You don't need more than 500,000, and we need to split them with everybody else. This is how what's the disruption? What's the disruption of AI taking jobs? We redistribute assets from the rich that are just hoarding them. That's what we do. You have over $500,000 in assets, they get taken from you. Not all of your assets, up to like you keep your $500,000. Oh, what about incentives for people to work harder? Like, what jobs are they creating? What jobs what good jobs are they creating right now for us? That's why I'm saying, like, if we have to live in a socialist society, being low peasant workers, rich people should have to as well. Basically, it's the poor who Nick hates. He says he fucking hates us. His privileged fucking ass. His lucky ass, too. We all have to live in a socialist society. And he said that, oh, how's it feel to have to work, spend 3 months of your working go to welfare? Yeah, it fucking sucks. It sucks that I don't live in a capitalist system, but the rich people do. It sucks. And fuck you. How about that? Fuck you. I'm sick of these fake-ass motherfuckers that say whatever they have to say, that don't live in reality. He's all talking about looks, Maxie. What are you, gay, dude? Really? I get it, being healthy is one thing, but what blue-collar man is trying to looks max like he's a metrosexual? That's what they're called, metrosexuals. Back in the day, they were called metrosexuals. These are effeminate men. Soft hands. I'm not saying I'm like the most hardcore blue-collar guy out here. I'm not. I don't know how to fix cars very well. I can change a tire. I can do basic things. If I had like a second car, I could probably figure out how to work on it and shit. I just don't care. I can learn. I can handle tools a lot better than a lot of these motherfuckers on here that talk their shit. Talk down to people like me. A lot of these motherfuckers, you're gonna see them doing like real jobs. It's gonna be kind of funny. It's gonna be kind of hilarious. You know how crazy it is to see like Reba McEntire doing commercials? Why? Do you not have enough money? Do you not have enough resources? Now you gotta do commercials? What the fuck? So if I'm seeing like massive celebrities like Reba McEntire do commercials, and I don't watch TV, so I don't know what other celebrities are doing that. I just seen it off of like an ad off of YouTube or something. These streamers are going to be hurting bad soon. They're going to be hurting bad. I think that people aren't going to be giving them as much money. I think that people are... It's like... I don't care about politics, man. I pay attention. But it's like... It's too much work. It's too much work. You have to like... Go look at this one and look at this one. I can't work a regular job and do that shit. And I don't want to put out misinformation. I want to put out the truth. Yeah, but like, dude, Nick, you're a fucking idiot, man. Like, you probably have way higher IQ than me, for sure. But you're a fucking pussy, dude. You don't have no kid. You have no real life experience. You know, you're talking about a 16-year-old when you're 30. Here's the thing, and a lot of these Manosphere guys, they're big fucking nerds. Like, they talk shit about people watching sports, which, yeah, I get it. If that's all you do, you know, you should probably, like, understand what's going on out here a little bit. You don't have to be like Alex Jones wants us to watch all of this all the time. Like, why, dude? Why? Oh, because you want money. Oh, yeah. You know, like watching Alex, like every single time he still does this. Oh, we're about to shut off, brother. Every single time he's been saying the same shit. We're about to shut down. They're always about to shut down. They're going to be they're about to be shutting down in like 5 years from now. Like, it's never going to end. It's the same shit. These influencers on Twitter. Listen. I know I'm talking shit about Nick Fuentes, but this is just these influencers, man. Like, these people just sit on Twitter all fucking day. That's all they do. I've done it before. When I'm trying to be like a reply guy, trying to get in the club. Oh, you're better because you're not in the club. Whatever, dude. Whatever. I'm just telling it like it is. I had to be on there basically all day, man. All day. That's what they do. To be able to see what's going on, you have to check your Twitter all day. And they make money off of it. That's how they make their money. And they put out the same shit. You know, like Bitcoin. It's always Bitcoin. Like, I see the same post. They'll put a graph, and Bitcoin is dropping like $1,000 in price. Who the fuck is dumping Bitcoin? What do you mean? Who the fuck wants to dump it? Go fuck yourself. Like, who the fuck are you to tell anybody how to use it, what to do with their assets? I sound like a hypocrite. I think that we should have a $500,000 assets limit cap. Now I say we can negotiate, we can make it higher. But the reason why I say that is because most people are never gonna be a fucking millionaire. Why am I defending millionaires and billionaires? Why am I defending these people? I'm never gonna be able to do that. I'm never gonna be that. And in fact, I don't even want to do that. You know what I want? I want enough resources where I can live a comfortable life and contribute and not have to do what I'm doing for resources. I don't want to own a business. I don't want to do any of that shit. I have books. I got music. If I had some type of clout, which I should have, but I don't, I would get revenue off of that shit. It's passive income. But it's cool, man. It is what it is. I didn't make it, and that's fine. But these influencers just piss me the fuck off. Like, seriously. You gotta go to the gym, bro. Dude, I like a lot of, I agree with probably like 95 to 99% of things that Phil Labonte says. He's like, go to the gym. I get it. You want people to be healthy. I get it. But, like, do my job and then try to go to the gym. You know, do my job. Please do my job. You know, go do my job. Drive an hour to work. Work 12 hours. And then drive home for an hour and then tell me you want to go to the gym. No, he's got it easy. He's a fucking millionaire. He doesn't even have to do the Tim Cash show. It's easy for these people that just make money in front of a screen to tell you how to live your fucking life. And like, I am for healthiness. If you can do it, that's good. Like, go to the gym. I think it's good for you to go to the gym. I kind of like don't like the gym right now. I think that it's like, I think it's kind of like overrated. I don't think you really need I don't think you need to have a perfect body just being a regular person like me. Why would you need that? Especially being a guy. You don't need to have a perfect body like a sculpt. For what? For who? For what? Doing that, if I'm like making money being in front of a camera like these people, for sure. For sure. But if you're a regular person, why do I have to be jacked? For what? Unless that's something I want to do. I'm just going to be healthy. Don't be fat. You know? You don't have to go to the gym all the time to not be fat. You can just walk or whatever. It's like, I don't know, I kind of think the gym is kind of gay, honestly. I kind of think these guys are gay, man. Anyway. And that's fine if they're gay. I ain't got no problem. But I think they're a bunch of, like, weak, feminine men, dude. That's what I think. And they try to act like they're not. Definitely Nick is a weak man. He tries to act like he's a alpha. He's not an alpha, dude. He's not an alpha at all. He's weak. He's a bitch. He's a bitch. And the reason why he's not married, doesn't have a wife or anything right now, which he could bang a lot of different hot chicks right now. Because he knows that they'll run him over. He knows that he'll be their bitch. Because that's what he is. He's a fucking bitch. He's not somebody to look up to. And it's sad to see all these guys looking up to him because they relate to him. I get it. They relate to him, but he's not somebody to look up to. He's definitely not somebody to look up to. Somebody to relate with for sure. But you're never going to be in his position. You're never going to be famous like him. You know, you're going to have to work like a regular person. You're a peasant like me. You know, it is what it is. You just have to work. This is your chance to build. But, you know, the deck is stacked against you. The best thing I could say is fucking work your ass off. Try to acquire as much assets as you can. Diversify. Gold, silver, which I would go for Bitcoin, number one. That's my number one is Bitcoin. But yeah, gold, silver, copper, whatever, man. Stocks. Get a little bit, diversify. You know, diversify your shit. That's what I would say. Work as hard as you can now, and diversify to position yourself so you'll be able to have assets to take care of yourself. If the robots take all of our jobs, and we'll go through some like transition where, you know, the elites still have all their money and all their assets, and they're not trickling anything down. But yeah, good. Take it easy.